Imagine this. You're on a family trip in the 1990s. Your mom lines everyone up in front of a giant roller coaster. She smiles, holds up a shiny silver camera and says, "Say cheese!" Click. And that's it. One click. You won't see the photo for days, maybe weeks. No checking if you blinked, no redoing the pose, and definitely no posting it online. That's because before digital cameras, we used film, and every photo was a mystery, waiting to be revealed. Welcome to What Did We Do Before? I'm your host, Bryan, and today's podcast is all about how cameras went from slow, careful machines to instant photo-snapping devices we carry in our pockets every day. Before digital cameras, taking photos was tricky and sometimes expensive, but it was also special. For most of the 1900s, cameras used film, long, thin rolls of plastic coated with light-sensitive chemicals. When you took a picture, light hit the film, leaving a tiny invisible image behind. But you couldn't see it yet. You had to take the film to a photo lab, where it was dipped into chemicals to make the pictures clear. And those pictures, they were printed on glossy paper, real photos you could hold, frame, or stick into an album. Every photo felt important, because film rolls only had a few dozen shots, so you thought carefully before pressing the button. No blurry selfies, no 10 tries to get the lighting right. Just one shot. Make it count. But that type of photography, is mostly left to the professionals. The real amateur photography revolution took place before digital cameras, when families started using disposable cameras. Cheap, one-time use cameras, perfect for vacations. You'd take your 24 or 36 photos, drop it off at a store, and wait for the prints to come back. And each picture, it felt precious because you couldn't just delete it and retake it. Then came Polaroids, which were a total game changer. You take a picture and, like magic, it developed right in front of your eyes. For the first time, you could see your photo instantly. But even Polaroids had limits. You couldn't store your photos digitally, and you couldn't share them easily. Every picture existed only on paper. But then everything changed again in the late 1990s with the arrival of the digital camera. No more film, no more waiting. Instead of film, it used a tiny electronic sensor to capture light and save photos as data. Now you could take hundreds of photos, delete the bad ones, and see them instantly on a little screen. With a big enough memory card, you could take hundreds, sometimes thousands of photos without running out of space. You could delete the bad ones, edit them on a computer, and share them online. Photography had suddenly gone from slow and very expensive to instant and infinite. And it didn't stop there. Around the same time, camcorders, those big VHS video cameras people used for home movies, also went digital. Suddenly, you could record video without tapes, edit it on your computer, and even upload it to the internet. No more clunky tapes or VCRs. That's what made sites like YouTube possible, and it's the same technology that turned your smartphone into the ultimate photo and video machine. Today, we take more pictures in a single day than most families took in an entire year back then. One little device in your pocket can do what used to take rolls of film, tripods, and hours of waiting. That Samsung or Apple smartphone in your pocket can take thousands of photos, record HD video, add filters, and share it instantly with anyone around the world. What once took film, chemicals, darkroom, and days now happens in seconds. So, next time you take a selfie or record a video for your friends, remember, there was a time when taking pictures was a slow, careful art. You couldn't check your shot, fix your lighting, or redo it 5 times. You just had to hope for the best. Before digital cameras, photography was slow and careful, and every photo mattered. You couldn't take 100 selfies until one looked perfect. You had to think before you clicked. But maybe that made each memory a little more special. Now we can capture everything instantly. But sometimes we forget to just look and enjoy the moment. Now, here are a few fun facts that I came across while researching this podcast. First, the original digital camera was invented in 1975, and it weighed almost 8 pounds. That's like carrying around a newborn baby. Second, early memory cards could only hold about 30 photos. Today, your phone can store tens of thousands. Also, the very first camera phone went on sale in the year 2000, and people thought it was just a silly gimmick. And finally, can you guess how many photos were taken in the last year? Estimates state that around 1.94 trillion photos were taken in 2024 alone. That's a lot of cheese. Now, before we finish, I've got a question for you to ponder. If you could take one picture from any moment in history, what would you capture and why? For me, I'd love to go back to the time of the construction of the ancient pyramids in Egypt, so I could take a picture of what it looked like while they were being built. How about you? And finally, here's a little dad joke for you. Why did the camera go to art school? Because it wanted to develop its skills. All right, that's it for today's episode. Next time on What Did We Do Before, we're getting up close and personal with something you use every single day, your toothbrush. Did people in ancient times just live with stinky breath? Or did they have creative ways to keep their breath clean long before toothpaste and bristles were invented? Find out next time on What Did We Do Before?